MAGA has lost their mind about a lot of things, so I'll be more specific. In this case, it's about a new country song that they think is unfairly going after ICE. The artist is Zach Bryan, who released a snippet of his unreleased track, Bad News, on his Instagram. It was over the weekend, and here's the specific lyrics that have caused them to lose their mind. I heard the cops come, cocky mother effers, ain't they? And ICE is gonna come bust down your door, try to build a house no one builds no more. But I got a telephone. Kids are all scared and all alone. The bars stopped bumping, the rock stopped rolling, the middle finger's rising and it won't stop showing. Got some bad news, the fading of the red, white, and blue. And they don't like that. I guess country music is supposed to be deferential to government. Oh, you're supposed to like bow down for the cops. That's what like outlaw country's about, right? Isn't that what it's about? It's about everything being bad. Isn't it generally a depressing sort of music? But anyway, it's not supposed to be depressing in this way, okay? Sure, the red, white, and blue could be fading, but only because of them gays. You're not supposed to say it's about, cops running rampant over people's rights. So they were not happy about that. They got in their feels. And man, how mad must they be at this guy that they're focusing on this rather than Bad Bunny? But anyway, DC Drano said we were just invaded by over 10 million illegal aliens. And who does Zach Bryan cheer for? The illegals. I smell a boycott brewing, because it's been 10 minutes since the last one, and that's just all they subsist on now. There has to be a boycott. I mean, somebody said something, and I don't agree with every bit of it. We have to ruin them. This is the never-ending cancel culture of the right. So it's not just him. A literal spokesperson for DHS chimed in, said, while Zach Bryan wants to open the gates to criminal illegal aliens and has condemned heroic ICE officers, something in the orange tells me a majority of Americans disagree with him and support President Trump's great American revival. Godspeed, Zach. Now, I don't know exactly what was telling Abigail Jackson that. It damn sure wasn't the polls, because the polls show that people do not agree with them on immigration. But also, where in those lyrics did Zach Bryan say he wants to open the gates to 10 million more illegal? He just said, like, you're busting down doors and like, you're abusing not just the migrants, you're abusing American citizens. You're zip tying American citizen kids. Like, you're abusing us. Is he not supposed to stand up for them? Like, I thought that was kind of the whole point. What do you think a patriot is? Is it just someone who bows down to the right dictator? Like, oh yeah, no, if it's a commie, I would totally fight for him, but I love fascist boot leather. Let me lick it some more. Again, that does not seem outlaw country to me. Sharon, what do you think?
It's the symbolism. Damn it, you will not make country woke. Okay, country music is not going to be woke. This is among the most important boycotts that they can get after, because the floodgates could open. Can you imagine? I mean, he's going to have to give some kind of primetime apology here, because, hey, now in this climate, internment camps and things are, well, they're just wonderful American traditions that we all should be proud of. And this man is behaving like some kind of treasonous bastard in his music. How dare he? He's as bad as Bad Bunny. He actually is. They're one and the same. They should perform together at the Super Bowl.
I don't understand why they're so surprised. The song is bad news. It's not good news. And he's Bad Bunny. They warned you going in it was gonna be bad. Why are you so surprised with the final result? And also, why have they become so sensitive? Why does everything need to be made exactly for them? You don't have to listen to this Zach Bryan song. You know how I know that? Because I've never listened to a Zach Bryan song and I'm still here. I'm alive. You could just do that for this particular one. And I know that you think that like country music is supposed to be this unassailable last bastion. And I know it's been rough for you the last few years after what Beyonce did to it and Old Country Road or whatever. Like, I know that these have been hard times, but you still got your other people. You could still listen to them. Listen to the old stuff if you don't like the new stuff. Anyway, let's jump ahead to graphic 5, because he's responding to this and he's saying, like, you're getting on me. You don't understand the full song. It's actually gonna hit both sides. And I don't know exactly what that will look like in practice. Is he gonna hit the migrants too? Is he gonna talk about Sleepy Joe? I don't know, but we'll see. Again, we don't even have the actual song. But he says, I wrote this song months ago. I posted this song 3 months ago as a snippet. This shows you how divisive a narrative can be when shoved down our throats through social media. This song is about how much I love this country and everyone in it more than anything. When you hear the rest of the song, you will understand the full context that hits on both sides of the aisle. Everyone using this now as a weapon is only proving how devastatingly divided we all are. We need to find our way back. To see how much it stirred up makes me not only embarrassed, but kind of scared. Left wing or right wing, we're all one bird, an American. That's clever, I've never heard that before. To be clear, I'm on neither of these radical sides. Again, and by the way, right, I'm gonna stop there. He's giving you what you want. He's implying that both sides are radical, which is not true. He's doing the both sides thing that you should be happy with. Again, you guys can tear apart the Constitution, you can invade multiple cities, and then also we sometimes put women in action movies. Again, it's both sides. Both sides are radical, everybody. Is that not what you want? He's giving you what you want. Anyway, again, it's this need to have everything cultural. Everything has to be designed for them, and it's really sad. Sharon, any final thoughts?
No, it is sad. And I wish he wouldn't have even given them the out of like both sides. I'm not on either side. This is pathetic, but this is what happens when you exist in this alternative universe. I mean, we are immersed in like some kind of, well, I keep going back to Hollywood movies here where it's like they've written this script around an alternative universe and we know nothing about the real world. And it's kind of fascinating to go sit in a theater for 2 hours and watch. Only this is actually our reality now. So no, his song needs to be rewritten. Okay, it needs to be rewritten.
I don't. I'm gonna go on for the rest of my life never listening to one of his songs. I'm perfectly happy to do that. And that, by the way, that's not about him. I apply that standard to almost every single music artist. I don't want to get involved in all the culture war. My final point. He talks about how divided we are, and he's totally right, by the way. Why did everyone freak out about this song? Is it because everyone organically came across the song, heard the lyrics and thought, hey, wait, I didn't like that lyric? No, 99.9% of the people who think that they're mad at this song were told that they should be. And maybe they ended up as it, but they were pushed a notification on Twitter or TikTok or whatever. Damn, this guy, screw. It's all algorithmic. There was a study, by the way, of and again, you shouldn't need a study, but what was her name? Sydney Sweeney. You know how all the leftists freaked out about the ad, and so the right had to stand up for blonde hair and boobs or whatever? No, that's not what happened. It was barely any negativity towards the ad. A lot of it seemingly bot driven. The right freaked out performatively. They pretended that they were standing up to something to give themselves something to talk about. That is one of the things that I think is so scary about how divided we are, is when we don't even have two sides angry on other sides of things. We have basically nothing. And the other side is like, well, wouldn't it be cool if they were mad? What if they were radicals? And then I get to be a strong patriot standing up to them. I'm gonna pretend that that's what's going on. And then that becomes, according to Fox News, what's going on. It has no connection to real life at all. And God, trillions of dollars being spent by tech billionaires on all these platforms, and we can't even have real culture wars.